Did you know that during World War I, pigeons were actually used as secret messengers to deliver vital information? Some even received medals for their bravery. Throughout history, humans have been creative in finding ways to use animals in warfare. From horses to dogs, even rats. The use of animals in combat has been a fascinating and often overlooked aspect of military history. But today, we're going to talk about one of the most unlikely yet fascinating examples of animal espionage. Pigeons. Pigeons, believe it or not, played a crucial role in World War I, serving as messengers and spies during a time when communication was a matter of life and death. It's a topic that's both intriguing and often misunderstood, so let's dive in and explore the remarkable story of how pigeons were used to gather intelligence during the Great War. Before we get into the fascinating world of pigeon spies, it's essential to understand the context in which they operated. During World War I, communication was a significant challenge for soldiers on the front lines. With trenches stretching for miles, phone lines were often cut, and radios were still in their infancy, making them unreliable and vulnerable to intercept. In the chaos of war, getting vital information from one place to another was a daunting task, and traditional methods were often ineffective. Messages were frequently delayed or lost, which could mean the difference between life and death. In many cases, soldiers relied on runners to deliver messages, but this was a perilous task, with many runners getting caught in the crossfire or lost in no man's land. The need for a reliable and efficient means of communication became increasingly urgent. The problem was exacerbated by the fact that command centers were often far from the front lines, making it difficult for generals to get accurate and timely information about the battlefield. This lack of intel made it challenging to coordinate attacks, respond to enemy movements, and make informed decisions. It was in this context of desperation that pigeons emerged as an unlikely solution. Homing pigeons, with their exceptional navigational abilities and speed, were the perfect candidate for the job. In the early days of the war, pigeons were primarily used by the French and Belgian armies, who had a long history of using them as messengers. The birds were trained to fly back to their home lofts, carrying messages attached to their legs. As the war dragged on, the use of pigeons became more widespread, with other countries, including the United States, adopting this innovative method of communication. The British, in particular, were impressed by the French use of pigeons and quickly followed suit. Pigeons became essential to armies on both sides of the conflict. The French military alone deployed 30,000 pigeons during the war, and the British Army maintained over 20,000 pigeons in lofts spread throughout the Western Front. Mobile lofts ensured that these birds could accompany troops into the heat of battle. Pigeon breeding and training became a top priority, with specialized lofts and crews dedicated to their care. The birds were trained to fly long distances, often in harsh weather conditions, and to navigate through treacherous terrain. But how does a pigeon know where to go? Homing pigeons possess an incredible ability to navigate back to their home loft, even from unfamiliar locations. Scientists believe they use a combination of the Earth's magnetic field, the position of the sun, and even smell to guide them. Their role went beyond mere message delivery. Pigeons were also used for reconnaissance, carrying tiny cameras to capture enemy positions and movements. These aerial spies could fly undetected, providing critical intel that helped turn the tide of battles. October 1918. Deep in the Argonne forest, Major Charles Whittlesey and his lost battalion of over 500 men found themselves trapped behind enemy lines under relentless German attack. With communication lines severed, they faced annihilation. Their only hope? A pigeon named Cher Ami. Cher Ami was sent out with a desperate message. "We are along the road parallel to 276.4. Our artillery is dropping a barrage directly on us. For heaven's sake, stop it." Despite being shot through the chest, losing a leg and blinded in one eye, Cher Ami flew 25 miles in just 25 minutes. delivering the message that saved 194 men. Cher Ami's bravery earned him the French Croix de Guerre with Palm, and he became a symbol of hope and resilience, proving that even the smallest heroes can make the biggest difference. Another example is President Wilson, a pigeon who earned the French Croix de Guerre for her bravery. She flew 52 miles in 2 hours and 30 minutes, delivering a message that helped rescue 120 stranded soldiers. Pigeons weren't just used in trenches. They accompanied tanks, planes, and ships. During battles, they were often the only reliable way to relay vital information. In one remarkable instance, a British ship was sunk, and its crew sent a pigeon with a distress message. The bird flew over 100 miles to deliver the call for help, leading to the rescue of the stranded sailors. In another incredible feat, a pigeon named Le Veillon delivered a message warning of an impending gas attack on a French village. The town was evacuated just in time, saving hundreds of lives. The stories of these feathered heroes abound, and it's clear that pigeons played a vital role in the war effort. Despite their small size, they flew under the radar, gathering crucial information that helped shape the course of battles. Pigeons were more than just wartime stopgaps. They laid the groundwork for modern communication systems. Their use demonstrated the importance of redundancy in communication and inspired further advancements in field technology. After the war, the contributions of pigeons did not go unnoticed. Memorials were erected, and individual birds were celebrated for their bravery. One such monument in London's Hyde Park honors the animals in war, including the thousands of pigeons who served. For the soldiers who relied on them, these birds were more than tools. They were comrades, offering a lifeline in humanity's darkest hours. Their bravery and reliability in the face of danger earned them a place in the annals of military history. The story of pigeons in World War I serves as a powerful reminder of the innovative ways humans have used animals in warfare. These remarkable birds may have been small, but their impact was enormous, and their legacy continues to inspire us today. So, what do you think about the use of animals in war? Was the use of animals ethical? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Something that was unethical, though, was the facts behind the story of radium girls. Did you ever hear about that one? Click on the link to find the devastating truth. And if you liked this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more historical content like this.